Hey everybody. Wow, it's really bright. I gotta turn down this light just a little bit. Woohoo. So how's everybody doing? I'm actually gonna wait just a few minutes to have people come on while I'm live streaming. And I know if you are watching this from either LinkedIn, Facebook, I think I put X on there. So there might be a couple streaming channels that I connected to my live stream. So I'm just going to wait just a couple minutes and I'm just going to play a couple things for you just so you know just a little bit about me in the interim, just a few seconds. So check this out. This little socket, and it's upside down, so it just plugs in here. And it's just a USB.
Life is a winding road,
regular,
no telling where it goes.
And then charger.
Driving through days and nights,
There's a little red light that
won't stop for traffic lights.
and then it'll turn. I believe it turns green when it's done charging. And
I really wanna know where they're going.
So I thought I would start my live stream show this year. So I'm just going to take some time to explain why I am going live in 2024. And I will just introduce myself for those who may or may not know me. You're tuning into my station or you're either following me on social media, but my name is Melissa Swader. And I am the president and CEO of Ruby Red Media, where we help our clients all across the country with their marketing, their social media marketing, how to boost your visibility on social media, how to maximize the most that you can on multiple platforms simultaneously. And I'm going to kind of debunk some of the things that are out there and talk about kind of that you may not know that would really help you. I wanted to really start off by saying, if I'm looking from place to place, I'm actually looking at my screen because I do have the option to see comments. And if I don't get to them, don't worry about that. I will answer any questions that you may have. And of course, you know where to find me if anything. One thing I want to make sure that you all do before we even get started is make sure you subscribe. Definitely get on our YouTube channel because I want to make sure that you get all the notifications. Because I am so all over the place on different social media platforms, I really want to make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel first and foremost. So that way, if any videos or any times or scheduled days that I might be coming on live, that you will get notified. And if you are not following me, then you can find me also on my Facebook page, Instagram, my Facebook, Twitter, X. I think all of us are still calling it Twitter, but it is X. And I love the new platform and the way that it's been rolled out. And I really just can't wait to use X a lot more as well. So the one thing that I wanted to really talk about and really kick off my first live stream was marketing and branding and social media. It seems really overwhelming to a lot of you out there. And I just wanted to let you know that everybody started at day one. Nobody was perfect going into social media. They had to learn all the different, platforms, and it takes sometimes years to get really comfortable using certain platforms and really understanding the metrics and the measurability on each of those platforms. They're all different. The one thing that I wanted to share with you is I hear a lot, I have a lot of conversations about which social media platform is the best. I've seen so many polls on LinkedIn and I've seen so many polls on X, and they are so different. So there's not really any one favorite platform for the person. It is up to you and what is your favorite platform. So when you hear the word stay in your lane, don't listen to that. If you are comfortable working on LinkedIn and that is your main platform and you are getting the likes, you are getting the reactions that you want, you are getting the engagement that you want, then stay with that platform. If you are very new to LinkedIn, there are ways that we can help you build up your following and your engagement. Overall, LinkedIn works on an algorithm, as do many of the other platforms, right? But they are all different. And we really need to focus on one at a time. So that's why I thought it'd be awesome to just jump on my live stream. And then I'm going to break down One Yellow Brick, which is my book that I published a few years ago. And believe me, y'all, all of the content and everything that I wrote about in my book is still relevant today. A couple things have changed, and trust me, my editor was like, okay, you said too much already. Let's cut it down. Let's shorten it out. I'm going to tell you, there's two things you have to know, probably more than that, but there's a few things you have to know. One, yes, we are live. If anybody is actually questioning the live button, we are really live. And two, I talk with my hands. Trust me, there is nothing around to spill, so I am in the clear. Speaking of which, number three, I always have my Diet Coke with me, so you guys will know that. And if you know me at all, I actually have them in the background, my selfie stick. I always carry my selfie stick no matter where I go. And guys out there, if you think holding a selfie stick is really lame and not manly, guess what? No one likes to look at your elbow when you're taking a selfie and this long arm is in your picture frame. It's not really a good look. So we are going to talk about all of this stuff. We're going to talk about all the different types of platform. We're going to talk about your networking. We're going to talk about your vibes and who your tribe is and what are your favorite things to do out there. And so I'm going to break down my book. I just happen to have it right here. Oops, backwards. One Yellow Brick. And I had a lot of conversations about my heels. They are actually right there. These are the same heel. Wait, there we go. Sorry, this is there it is. Okay, that's it. This is actually really those heels on there. I did my own photography for my book cover. And that's another thing we're going to go over is if you are ever considering to write a book, we're going to break down some things together. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear about it. There's so much conversation about social media right now. And I think the biggest thing for me was to be able to come on here and really talk about the different platforms and the way that it's going to most benefit you. People are really not naturally comfortable getting in front of the camera. And I understand that. And even though I'm doing that, I'm very different. This is my business and this is my career. I've been in front and behind the camera for the last, I don't know how many years. You know, my company, Ruby Red Media, is a full service marketing and branding agency based in Arizona. But I work a lot with many different types of different businesses. I specialize in commercial real estate because I used to work in commercial real estate, as a director. So I really understand the language. And it's a love language for me, if you know what I'm saying. But I've been helping small business owners, nonprofit organizations. I've helped individual professional athletes as well. And the way that you market yourself is so very different. So don't ever compare yourself to somebody else out there. When you start comparing yourself to people on social media, and they have a very different engagement factor. You see 200, 300 likes. Trust me, there's a lot of details that went into that. It's not just somebody going on social media and posting and you think it's going to go viral. Social media, it's either the luck of the draw or you really strategically thought out your content and have planned this. And we're going to go through a bunch of different shortcuts. We're going to go through a bunch of different tips. We're going to, check out your dashboard. When I mean your dashboard, I mean my dashboard. So you can see some features And, I'm going to share a lot of this, the history of like where I even got started, which is right here. I just wanted to show you this right here in the studio. I was asked many times before I actually did it. And then I decided to do produce my audiobook inside the studio. And I'm going to show you this again, just so you guys can see. Booyah. I love it because, where am I at? I love it because the book right here, and my engineer was in the background, like right there behind that glass, if you can see it. And when I was recording, it was really fun because I, put on my headset and I was talking, going through the chapters at a time. Now, this is basically what I look like. I just want to share with you what I look like. So here my book was, and I did have my sheet stand so I could put my book stand on there if I needed to. But I was with the mic, with the headset. My engineer was in the back and I was reading. And there were many times when he would say, stop, cut, go back, redo. So it was a very lengthy 3-month process because, of course, I have my clients to take care of and, of course, to work on my own personal brand. So I had to fit that all into my schedule, which is another thing, y'all. People say all the time, I just don't have time to do it. If I shared with you all the things that people say to me in a week, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get started. I don't really know what creative content that I can post. I'm not really good at taking selfies. We're going to change that. Trust me, we're going to change that. In fact, we're going to change everything that you are thinking that may be holding you back. Because unlike some people out there, I really am doing what I teach. I'm my best part, like what is the example? I'm my best student because I actually have to do everything that I'm teaching you. I have to do the same thing. So just know that there is a learning curve for everyone. And I know that, yes, Dottie, one yellow brick. I love the hashtag. You can see that everywhere. And by the way, I can see all your comments if you do want to comment on anything. But what it doesn't tell me is which platform you are actually commenting from. So I guess I'll have to figure that out. But if you feel like you haven't done enough, which is another conversation we have amongst our industry professionals every day, every week, every month, it's the same thing. The one thing that I'm going to encourage you all is to, if you want to follow along, I'm going to break down, not chapter by chapter. I'm actually going to break down just a couple paragraphs at a time, because within those couple paragraphs in my book is a whole lot of everything that I didn't talk about in my book, because it's more hands-on and it's more about me explaining to you and showing you how to do some of these things and feel confident in doing some of these things. And like I said, not everybody is comfortable in front of the camera. And, sometimes, the other thing that I will tell you is sorry, Mom, I don't mean to do it, but sometimes some words roll off the tongue a little bit more comfortably than I should be talking. But so if I explicitly say some things, sorry, I am truly sorry in advance, because I know that I do say some out loud. So, but let's see. One of the other things that we're going to talk about is your personal branding. And I know marketing is a bunch of different puzzle pieces all put together. Personal branding. You hear it, people talk about it, people say they're going to do it, they're going to work on it, and then you don't see them at all, anywhere. Personal branding is, by definition, how people see you in the public, how people would recognize you in the public. What does your brand stand for? What is that branding message? I think most of you understand, for me, my branding messages is basically I'm everything, all marketing, branding, social media, PR, how to boost your visibility online is basically everything that I do for myself. So if you are following me on my social media platforms, then you can kind of see all the different things that I have to do to build up my visibility publicly. And when you are in the public, it is so important on social media to make sure you guys that you understand what reputation management is. A lot of you forget about that, but guess what? It could get you in trouble. So there is no point for you to be like, congratulations, Jane Doe, on this amazing award. And you start posting all these wonderful accolades. And then you go right to social media and then you get into a controversial argument with people. And then they see this whole different side of you because you are being maybe your most authentic self because you have an opinion. And that's what social media is for. It's free speech. But you also have to be very careful on who's following that free speech. So if you're going to use your voice to give out that message, just make sure that it's a positive one. And that's another thing that we're going to talk about during these live streams. So I really just wanted to come on here and let you know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be building that confidence. We're going to be talking about every single different social media platform. I'm going to give you tips. I'm going to give you back-end information. I'm going to even provide links for you and in the comments. And live stream, I don't know fully in terms of my streaming channels. I only can stream a couple at a time, but I will definitely take some of the information from my streams and I will be creating more content, just little snippets, so you can see what I'm going to be talking about through the next year. And I know, y'all, this is just one little element, and I just wanted to pop on and tell you what 2024 is. Remember, if you want to get recognized, if you want to position yourself to be recognized, if you want more speaking engagements, if you want more podcast guest appearances, if you want to be a media contributor because of your expertise, there's all these little things that you're going to have to do to position yourself within your branding message that someone's going to look you up and say, wow, look at Melissa. If you type my name in, literally you type my name into your internet browser and click images or just all, you're going to see everything I do. But if you click images, you're going to see all the different types of digital footprints that I have out there in an effort to build my personal brand. So I'm going to leave you with a couple of assignments today because I want to come back on that next live stream, which, by the way, I'm going to remind you, don't forget, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's www, of course, youtube.com. And then it's / and it's at my handle, which is Melissa Swader, AZ. It is my handle for pretty much all of my pages, my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and even my X page. My X page is One Yellow Brick. And I'm going to be talking about TikTok because I know there's a lot of ladies out there that really want to capitalize on TikTok. They really want to try to do it. Trust me, I haven't even started my own page, but while we're on that subject, make sure you go follow me and subscribe over there to my TikTok channel as well, because a lot of the examples that I'm going to be dropping on my streams here, I'm going to actually be showing you on my other pages. So I'm going to do a little bit of crossover marketing, and which is another thing that you guys may not even know how to do. And this is why I'm here to teach you all of this so you can have more confidence. You're going to be energized. You're going to be motivated. And I hope to inspire you to start thinking about how you want to represent yourself this year. And if there's one thing I'm going to leave you tonight, today, tomorrow when you wake up, ask yourself, what am I going to do to stand out more in 2024? What am I going to do? What kind of post do I need to create to get people's attention? What do I need to say in front of the camera? How am I going to get comfortable in front of the camera? How am I going to compete with one of the other people that are in my industry? I'm going to answer that question. You're not competing with anyone in your industry because you are always going to be the only version of yourself. So with that being said, be the best version of yourself. We're going to teach you how to do all that. And I hope that you tune in next time. And to leave the show, I just want to remind you, live stream, you're going to have to subscribe to YouTube just to make sure that you get all the information. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook page, my X and Instagram. I'm always there. And until then, y'all, have a great and pleasant evening. Bye-bye. Thanks you for tuning in.